Islamist hate preacher by the name of Sheikh Uthman Ibn Farooq says this about homosexuality.
Our great creator, through all the scriptures, whether it's the Old Testament, you can read Leviticus, or the New Testament, you can read Romans, or the Quran, you will find it forbidden, right? Because this is not the natural way that our creator designed us to be.
Well, what concerns me the most actually isn't the fact that this guy came here in the first place, it's the fact that he had 21 venues that were pretty much sold out. I mean, who the hell is going to see this guy speak?
I am. Me. Of course. My religion teaches me to defend the honor of another Muslim, and I am honored to defend my dear brother in Islam, Sheikh Uthman Ibn Farooq. What you heard there was GBNews talking smack, discussing our very own Sheikh, calling him a hate preacher and a fake. Before we go into their discussion, GBNews has over 73,000 videos on their channel with a mere following of 1.8 million. The One Message Foundation channel, whom Sheikh is affiliated with, has 1,700 videos and a following of 1.26 million subscribers. That's just over 2% of the number of videos GBNews has. It should, in the very near foreseeable future, pass the following of GBNews. That alone should answer who's coming to see this man speak. Anyway, let's get into the first clip.
He's been touring mosques all across the UK. I think he did 21 dates, and he was free to do so by the Home Office.
This guy should not be doing a tour around Britain. I'm quite concerned that he was able to fill up a 21-date tour. That tells you what level of extremism there is in the UK if there are that many people signing up to see him. This guy said that COVID was unleashed on the West as punishment for allowing homosexuality. He believes in the stoning of adulterers and homosexuals. He's preached hatred towards Jews. This is not a good guy at all. And the fact that I haven't read Raynard Camus's books on immigration. I don't know exactly what he says, but I highly doubt that he is more of a danger to the public in the UK than this man is. So I think the Home Office have got big questions to answer, and their response to you guys was absolutely pathetic.
She has no idea what she's talking about. Absolutely clueless, and also indirectly calling everyone who came to see him an extremist. She shouldn't be allowed to say that and get away with it. If GBNews are so confident calling him a fake and a hate preacher, why don't you invite him onto the show and discuss this face to face with him? I'll post a link to the One Message Foundation below. It becomes very obvious very quickly why they wouldn't invite someone like him on the show. This man hasn't just filled up mosques, but he's had open Q&A sessions at universities discussing every single topic or question non-Muslims and Muslims may have. Open Q&A sessions at universities does not sound like someone who is spreading hate. Let's move on to his credentials. Sheikh Uthman has bachelor's in IT, MBA in technology management. He has accreditations in classic Islamic texts and a master's degree in hadith sciences. GBNews, it's very easy doing a video. Invite him and go and speak to him at one of his open dawah sessions and ask any questions you have, and I guarantee you'll be walking with your tail between your legs. Those viewers who are unfamiliar, check out his channel for yourself where he debates any of these topics openly. There's no secrecy or anything to hide. I'll post a link in the description below. Next clip.
Adam Brooks, I think this guy, he's called a sheikh. I don't know if he is a sheikh. He's probably a fake sheikh, I don't know. But he went to London, he went to Slough, he went to many places up north, Birmingham, Leicester, all the,
Ben,
the traditional places.
We've got two-tier policing, two-tier justice, a two-tier government, and now two-tier rules on who can come into this country. They want everyone to watch Adolescence because apparently young white boys are the problem in this country. Yet we're allowing someone like that, to spread hate and division across the UK. How can that be right? Some of his views on homosexuality and women are abhorrent. He promotes the segregation of men and women. How is that in line with modern society? How is that allowed to be told in mosques and across the country? Something is seriously wrong, and authorities are scared to stop people like him in case there's a backlash in certain communities.
Are the authorities scared, Bill Rammell, do you think?
No, I don't think that's the case. I mean, look, I learned when I was in government and responsible for the Prevent programme that the only dividing line you can establish in terms of what's acceptable and not acceptable is violence or the advocacy of violence. This guy, and I don't agree that his views on women and homosexuals on their own are enough to ban him. It's when he talks about cutting people's hands off, and it's the advocacy of violence. And I think the fundamental problem here is There's too much secrecy. The Home Office needs to be open and transparent about its criteria for banning or not, and make that public.
Okay.
It's very convenient they do this video after the UK tour has completed. He says, and I quote, some of his views on homosexuality is abhorrent. Firstly, is he not entitled to hold that view? Any religious person, a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, who follows their scripture, tells them homosexuality is not allowed. That doesn't mean we are told to attack them in any way, shape or form. We are entitled to hold our opinions. That's what freedom of speech is all about. Let me get this straight. So this man calls Sheikh abhorrent because he doesn't believe in homosexuality and believes there should be segregation in certain situations. We're calling that abhorrent now. This guy doesn't even know the meaning of the word. Cutting off the hands. Let's talk about it. I'm no sheikh, but every time I check my phone or my neighborhood app, one of the first things I see now is someone's car being stolen daily, numerous times. The police are useless in catching these thieves. My own car was stolen on New Year's Eve. They caught the thieves in the car after they crashed into another car with a young family in it who suffered serious injuries almost 5 months later, and nothing has happened. The justice system in this country is laughable. Do you think those people will touch your car, burgle your house, knife crime? Do you think any of that even exists in Saudi, in Qatar, Dubai, in the Middle East? Think about it for a second. And no, it's not Muslims who just live there. Number of white expats moving to those countries for a better way of life is increasing and has been over the last decade. Anyway guys, that was GB News spreading hate as usual. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Support me by liking and subscribing. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.